Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, and great job if you watched the videos from yesterday. But we will look into those few stocks right after SPY here. We're going to take a look at the S&P 500. We have a lot of chop going on, just a lot of chop. And right now it's just basically in a consolidation box. And at this point, based on the relative strength index, that we're probably going to come up and hit this top right here, and then fall back down again because the relative strength index is getting up here. So let's move this up a little more accurate. So this consolidation box looks like we're going to come up and then we're going to pull back down again. We do have this lower gap and right there that I do want to get filled at some point. You can see your stochastics are getting a little bit hairy over here, and also your relative strength index. But we've had a nice push. We're holding this middle Bollinger Band by the skin of its teeth. For now anyway, but I do think we're going to come up and fill a gap. What gap, you ask? Okay, well, let's take a look at it, because this is how you need to play these things. So if I drop it down to the hourly, you can see on the hourly you have a little bit of a gap that needs to get filled, and once this is filled, the market's going to make a decision. The gap is right here. So once we get that gap filled, you can plan on this thing starting to roll back over again. That'll take this relative strength index right about 70, 71. But we should get there, and then we'll cross to the downside and stop pulling back down. But for right now, this is our trade zone for the S&P 500. And at some point, something's going to change. But if you take a look at the weekly here, you could see that the same thing, but it's a little more organized. Okay, you see you have your bottom, 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 and then you have your top, 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 top. Okay, but these weren't really pushing higher, and this is pushing up on not much volume. Relative strength index here is at 57. So we definitely are in a consolidation area now. Where we go after that, who knows? Who knows? But once we get up here, it's going to make a decision real quick on which way, with Greece and everything else going on. Now you look at the monthly, you can see it a little more tighter. We can bring this in, and the monthly is the same thing. So if we can close this month somehow above everything, we could get a breakout to the upside. But the problem I have here is that the relative strength index is at 70.88. Okay, and you're getting ready to cross to the downside. You can see your stochastics has already given up a little bit, and your volume is, granted we're only 10 days into the month. So I guess we really can't judge that. But your relative strength index has been at 70 since, back here 2013. So you get a long time here of being overbought. So this could be at a point now, because you could see we just kept going up, 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 up. Okay, so this could be at a point now where they're just trying to get rid of their shares and go from there. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But join us in the chat room and throughout the daily market, and we'll be able to guide you through the best trading for this, because our target was to the upside, to the 208, and it's doing very well so far, and we'll go from there. Also, I wanted to take a look at SSYS that made another move today. Yes, they got a lot of bad things going on, but they have a lot of good things going on too. They're up. All right, so definitely keep your stops right at these candles right here, and if it does break this line right here, I would definitely lock and load puts. But your relative strength index is at 36 right now, and if we can get a nice punch on this, it can come up to 71. But keep a close eye on this trade, because it can easily fall back under this, and if it does break these candles, then it's going to come lower. So definitely keep an eye on it. So you can see on the monthly, it's a different story here, where it's trying to find its bottom with those other candles. So it came right off the 100-day moving average, but you can see the downtrend pattern is in place. And it's heading down on some good volume. So we'll have to definitely keep an eye on that. But so far it's up, and we're green on the trade. Nothing exciting, but it is green. However, PCLN was a bomber today. Told you it was going to go, and she did. She went all the way up to the top of the Bollinger Band, just like I predicted. Outstanding. Okay, what's next? Well, we have 1081, but I think it's going to need a little pullback. Might need to get a pullback to 1044 before we head up to the upside. So keep an eye on this PCLN. But a fantastic trade so far. We might just keep going. If we do keep going, we'll come up to the 1090. But we do have a beautiful gap up here at 1200 that needs to get filled, so I don't think it's going to get there, but however, it could. Who knows? Anything is possible, as you can see with Netflix. All right, so Netflix is really up nicely right now. It's still back up at this upper channel here, and it's going to hit this peak again at 457. But you can see relative strength index is so high right now. Um, so we'll have to see what happens with this, but it's definitely channeling across the chop. I guess they had some news there in Cuba today. We're going to look at one more here. Amazon, and Amazon had that 385 fill, and we're not there yet. We will get there, I promise you. We have done absolutely phenomenal on this trade. We're making huge money on the options and also the stock, but you can't beat some of the stuff that that our members get and when they get it. So if you're not a member, take advantage of it. It's it's $1,000. You would have made that with PCLN trade today, or SPY trade, or many of the other trades that were called today. A couple new alerts that went out today look really nice. We'll be going over those in the member video. And also, we are going to cover First Solar. Why? Because they have a deal with Apple. And I'm also going to be covering Apple and several other new picks. So make sure you get over and check out that member video, okay? So $9.99 gets you a lifetime membership right now for the special. It ends Sunday, but like I said, you would have made that today, and then the rest of your life is free, okay? All of our training videos, we just uploaded another 15 outstanding technical trading videos. That brings a total of 35. We have 140 more to put in, so make sure you're in there. I mean, the stuff that we have on the site is just absolutely amazing. All right, this is Matt. We're doing it for you, folks. Have yourself a fantastic night, and we'll see you over at milestonecapitalgrowthportfolio.com.